Everything by Nicola Yoon. Everyone has been dying for me to read this one, and I was dying to read it, and then I put it off until the end of the year, but I picked it up finally. I thought it was okay. I thought it was interesting how her illness came to be and everything, and how she's basically cooped up in the house. I really enjoyed the mother and daughter relationship in this book. I think that was more my focus instead of the romance. I thought it was way too fast. I gave this only a 3 out of 5. This is Sweet by Emmy Laybourne. I don't know why. This book was insane. I thought it was gonna be just like this contemporary read about people's weight, because basically our main character and her best friend go on this luxury cruise ship where they have to eat this like sweet supplement, like a sugar supplement, to lose weight, and that was it. And then we go on to like in the middle, and things start to happen and people start, you know, changing. I thought it was crazy. It turned into a horror novel like halfway through. I gave this one, I think, a 2 out of 5 because the concept was there. I was just like, what is going on? I don't even know if it ended. Like, it was too open-ended to have like a sequel, but I don't know. Shutter by Courtney Alameda, sorry, I thought it was an A. This one surprised me so much. I loved it. I really enjoyed it. There's a lot of action in this one, and this is one of those characters that actually defies her romantic feelings, and she just gets the job done. Basically, she is this badass person who is she is a descendant of the Van Helsing bloodline, and she has to capture spirits and ghosts by taking pictures of their souls. It's kind of like that game. I don't know, it's like this Japanese game, I forgot, but basically it kind of creeped me out. There's some crazy instances, but I really enjoyed it. I really liked the ending because it's a cliffhanger. I give this one a 4 out of 5. This is Devoted by Jennifer Mathieu. Basically, I wanted to read this because her writing for The Truth About Alice basically pulled me in, and this one turned out to be more of like a Christian read. I thought it was going to be something else, but halfway through it gets into a more like coming of age story, and that's where I was really gonna focus my review on. It's basically about a girl who is devoted to God, and then she finds this person who came back, and she starts to question her faith, and it's a really good way at looking at other people's faith. I give this one a 3 out of 5. This is Hush Hush by Becca Fitzpatrick. I've had this series on my shelf forever. I probably would have loved this book when I was a teenager, but reading it now is just like, oh my god. There was a lot of smooth. I give this one a 3 out of 5. I mean, it was okay. It wasn't like the best thing ever, but yeah. This is Animal Farm by who else? George Orwell. I love this one. This is basically about animals who want to be human and who want to take over being human, and it's this whole society that comes, and I just saw it progress, and you know what's gonna happen. It was a quick read. I loved it. I give this one a 5 out of 5. He just writes so. This is A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sara J. Maas. I finally read this one. I read this one. It has been on my shelf for a while, even though I pre-ordered it. It was okay. Beauty and the Beast retelling, that's all I'm gonna say, with fairies. Things don't happen until halfway through the book. So basically you get this whole character and plot change in the middle, and then I was like, finally, things are happening, finally. And then that's when I pushed my 3 out of, I think I gave this, I was gonna initially give this a 2, but I gave it a 3 because the ending was excellent. That's why I kept pushing through, because I know Sara J is going to give me that like amazing plot where I'm just like, ah, and she did. I found the main character to be, I don't know, she was just like too accepting of her fate, and then she gets, you know, she falls in love with he's not really a beast, though, because he still looks human. And he only changes into a beast sometimes, but okay, what, I'm just like getting off tangent. Yeah, I gave this one a 3 out of 5. If you're in it for the Beauty and the Beast retelling, don't, because it's completely different. It just has some instances she makes it her own. The writing is still very good, but yeah, it wasn't the greatest. I thought it would be excellent, but it wasn't as much. Dead House by Don Kurtage. I'm sorry. I thought this was gonna be this huge horror book where the ghost is doing all these evil bad stuff, and she does, but we're reading it from her point of view, her ghost. I thought it could have been executed a lot better. I thought there was just a lot of dragging parts and I'm just getting a little bored. It has this kind of like, you know, notes, and it's not an actual novel, so there's like bits and pieces from her diary and like chant and transcripts and stuff like that, so it's not a full like novel where you're just reading the story. I thought that was a really good way to tell a story. I think Illumini by J. Kristoff and Amy Kaufman is the same kind of style of writing. If you guys know what this style of writing is called, please let me know. I know there is a term, I just forgot it. I gave this one only a 3 out of 5. I wanted to be scared out of my wits, but I wasn't, though this cover is kind of creepy though. And that is it for me. I hope you guys have an amazing December. I'm gonna try to finish my challenge. I know I think I have at least 10 books to finish by the end of the year, and it's already December 7th, so I am going to get on it. I will see you next time. Bye, book nerds.